Oh boy, the shitteth hitteth the fanneth again. A comedy legend passed away today, so we're gonna pay our homage the way that we do on Frames and Rhythm, and then we're gonna talk about Don Lemon for the first half of the show, and then we'll go into a comedy legend who passed today. So I got a lot to say, and hopefully you guys will have a lot to say about this. So hang on.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.
All right, let me get my Julio kick in here. Let's see here. It's so weird how it doesn't know the difference between the two Julios. It's so weird.
Hello.
There's the correct Julio.
That's my fault. I just showed up a second ago, so I didn't give you time before the show to prepare.
It's all good. Yeah, I was saying backstage. Julio has an open invitation to Put his balls on the table if he needs to.
I will.
Not that anybody wants to see that, but you know what I mean.
I'll spare the viewers my balls, but I understand the sentiment and I appreciate it.
It was one of those things as I saw both of them and I'm just like, oh, I have to at least jump out and say something. So that's why I sent you a message like, hey, I think I'm going to live stream tonight because these are freaking huge.
Yep. That's why I responded. I'm like, yeah, you should.
Yeah.
I didn't know. So you know far more about Catherine O'Hara than I do. So I will.
I'm sure you've seen some of her movies and everything.
Sure.
I mean, Home Alone. Yeah.
I know her mostly from SCTV.
Oh, really? You don't know her from Home Alone?
I know her from Beetlejuice, Home Alone.
Beetlejuice.
But when I think of Catherine O'Hara, who was extremely funny and talented.
Oh, insanely funny.
I immediately go to all the SCTV shows from the 70s with all the little skits and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I've got probably 5 or 6 of them.
Okay.
So we'll watch them. I don't know how the YouTubes is going to love it. So anybody out there that wants to watch the full show, it's always going to be on Twitch. And it's always going to be on Rumble. So you guys can always go and check those out. Full show without YouTube hating our guts. And check out The Warrior on YouTube's free movies. You can go check it out now, and so I get a little piece of the advertising revenue for that.
That's right.
So
and check out the prominent citizens on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen and stream music. I get nothing from it except for happiness.
Give them some happiness. Go and check it out. We like having Julio happy.
Yeah. Nothing worse than a sad Julio. All right.
So we got 2 things that we're talking about. We're going to talk about Catherine O'Hara's second hour because we're going to get amped up for the first part. So I'm like, you know what? We got to play tribute at the end so we're not as amped up.
That's fine. I agree.
Give her a proper space. Okay. And I invited a couple people. I don't know if anybody's going to show, but I threw it out there.
We'll see.
I threw it out in the streets. Okay, so let me go over here, do this. All right. And that one is not changed. Hold on.
Hey, Doc. See you in there?
Hold on, Doc. All right. Now we've got this moron that we're going to talk about.
Correct.
Okay, so this is the video that is in question. Because all the other videos that we're going to talk and all the conversation we're going to have revolves around him being at this place.
Okay.
What's up, keyboard? Okay, so let's we'll start with this one and kind of move forward.
Into Minneapolis a little bit ago and did some reconnaissance on the ground, speaking to an organization there that's gearing up for resistance and protest. I've been pleasantly surprised to see the community coming together. Diverse community. If you see this, when we first pulled up, we're like, wait a minute, which operation are we at? And as it turns out, because we're like, well, this is kind of MAGA coded, right?
What exactly is MAGA coded? Because they have an American flag and they're trying to look like decent people that they're not?
Yes, I think what he's getting at is, yes, correct. The American flag, because the the left wouldn't be flying an American flag, first off. And I guess they're white people?
A lot of white people. There's the leader is black, and some of her Hitler Youth is black, but for the most part, it's a bunch of white people.
Well, he did say he was genuinely happy to see it was a, quote, diverse crowd. I don't even know what that term means. Is he talking about height, skin color, weight? Who knows?
That's the same guy that was on CNN for a long time, screaming about white people and how terrible that they are and how oppressive they are, but yet he's married to a white guy. How is that a thing?
Go figure.
A hypocrite. That's all it is. He's a fucking hypocrite.
Yep. I hate all white people except for my husband.
Yeah, except for the dick that goes in him. Oh.
So
that one's fine.
American flag or whatever, but these are resistance protesters. They're planning an operation that we're going to follow them on. I can't tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up, and it's Takima Armstrong, and she has been doing this since George Floyd, Dante Wright, and others, where they surprise people, catch them off guard, and hold them to account. And so that's what we're doing here. And then after we do this operation, you'll see it live. And these operations are surprise operations.
Okay, so he said he didn't know what they were doing or what was going on. That he does. He knows who's organizing it, so he knows the people that are doing it. Mm-hmm. So he's going to sit there and say, I didn't know anything. I was just being a journalist. No, you're not. You knew exactly what you're doing.
The key word, pronouns, pal, the key word he used in that statement he just made was, once we do this, we. Mm-hmm. And he's part of it. Which is why a lot of what you're seeing, people coming to his defense, the usual suspects are going, he was just a reporter. He wasn't part of it. Which, okay, sure.
So the questions that I have, and I had invited Jim, but I don't know if Jim's going to come by because I wanted to get his take on it, is were these people invited to the church?
I don't believe so.
Trespassing. So you're immediately breaking the law. You're trespassing on a place that you were not invited to be at. So you're trespassing immediately. You don't get to subvert or step on somebody else's rights when you're actively breaking the law.
Well, he's
right here. They're breaking the law by trespassing.
He's being charged with conspiracy against the rights of religious freedom.
Yeah, the FACE Act, basically.
Specifically, interference with worship. I guess that's what they're charging him for. Actually, I know that's what they're charging him for.
Yeah, so there was a law that was made a while ago that stopped religious people from stopping people from getting abortions, and they couldn't stop people from doing it. So they made this law, and the religious people said, "Well, if we're going to do it, then you guys can't come into churches and disrupt our services because it's not fair because it's the same thing." So that's what they did, is they added it into this law. So now all of a sudden, the left is the one that advocated for the law, and now it's butting them in the ass, and they don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say on both sides, I agree with the law. I think if I'm not pro-abortion, but it's legal, so I don't think hordes of Christians should be surrounding your clinic and putting pressure on you any more than I would think hordes of communists should be
outside or inside of a church.
Correct. It's the same thing. So
same
that's
thing.
True. So, yeah.
So that's where he's getting punished, and all these people are coming to his aid, like judges. Like, oh, that's First Amendment. No, you don't actively get to break the law and call First Amendment. Sorry, pal, it don't work that way. Mm-hmm. I can't be standing next to you, punch you square in the face, and then you pull a gun and shoot me. It doesn't work that way. I can't subvert your rights, and then you just turn around and shoot me. It doesn't work that way.
Homie rolled up and expressed his First Amendment rights at me, so I expressed my Second Amendment rights at him.
Correct.
And that doesn't work.
Because I have cops that are relatives, and I have cops that I've talked to, and they said you have a right to defend yourself. If somebody walks up to you and cold cocks you in the face, you have a right to cold cock them back. You have a right to defend yourself, but you cannot pull a gun out and shoot them because they punched you. You can't go over top of the aggression that was given to you.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the same shit. The law is there, and then all of a sudden you're actively breaking the law, and then you want to call First Amendment. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. You can't actively be breaking the law.
Well, regardless, based on what he just said, him using the term "we are going to do this" tells me that he's not Mr. Reporter. I mean, he's dressed up like one, but I don't think that's what his role is here. In reality, in my opinion.
And this is him. Don Lemon didn't storm the church to be a good journalist. He did it to attack white Christians. So he says it with his own words.
And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that.
What Christianity does he practice? Because I think there is a thing, and if I remember correctly, that there's a thing called Sodom and Gomorrah, where God basically told people to stop fucking each other in the same sex, and then he blew that motherfucker up. So what exactly Christianity does Don Lemon have being a gay man?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, there's
that's a fucking lie.
There's like 10 million different Christian sects now, and they all make up their own belief systems, and it seems like maybe his belief system doesn't have Sodom and Gomorrah.
Even though Sodom and Gomorrah is in the Bible, but okay. So he's got a different Bible he goes by, apparently.
They're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy, and they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left.
It is because it was brought. The laws are Christian based, and the founders were Christians. So for him to say that, he's fucking lying.
The founders were, well, I mean, I don't want to get into the whole Native American thing, but yes, the colonizers who came over to our country were persecuted religiously. That's why they left England.
Yeah.
They went
okay, so there was a guy named Abraham Mullen, and he came over to the United States. He's my 5th or 14th generation grandfather.
Wow.
He changed his name to Mullins because he was what they call a Huguenot. Which a Huguenot back then was a pain in the ass in Ireland, in France, and in England. They shipped all the Huguenots to a place called the United States. That's how my family got here. So I am 14th generation white boy, and I look like what people look like back then.
I'll have to look up the Huguenots. I don't know much about them, but now I've learned that wherever they are, they're pains in the asses. Is that what you're saying, Derek?
That is correct.
They're just traveling assholes that go around the
traveling assholes. This guy annoys the shit on me.
England because we wanted religious freedom. It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male, pretty much. And so, yeah,
has anybody ever said that other than Don Lemon and racist people? No.
Well, no, and the point being is it was pretty much white men that came over, and women, to practice Christianity in the way that they wanted to. They weren't the people who came over and colonized America weren't coming for Hindu and Muslim religious freedom.
That's true.
So I don't know what he thinks. I guarantee you the guys that stepped off the Mayflower are like, all right, finally all the Muslims can practice the way they want. Like that wasn't the goal.
Wasn't the United States Navy created because of the Muslims?
I'm not going to say anything because I'll sound even dumber than I usually do, but that rings a bell, something to do with Turkey or I don't know.
The
Ottomans.
United States. The United States Navy because of Muslims. The Muslims.
Now, for the record, your people, Derek, you're saying have been here since day one, pretty much, whereas my swarthy Irish and Italian people were not here until the 1920s.
Says till that the threatened of the Algera was the reason the United States Navy was founded. 1794, the U.S. Congress passed the Naval Act, authorizing the construction of 6 frigates, including the USS George Washington. This decision was largely driven by the protection of American merchants' ships in Algiers.
So Algeria, currently, I believe, a mostly Muslim country. I don't know about back then. Probably, but I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Muslims weren't exactly our favorite people back then.
No.
Just say it.
We weren't trying to escape. I'm not English, so it's not we, but your people, Derek. Well, you guys got thrown out because you were assholes, apparently. But the people who came over didn't leave England to protect. They were protecting their own rights, not the rights of the Chinese people. You know what I mean? They were just trying to stop being persecuted by what I believe is the Church of England. I believe was the problem.
Yeah, and part of it was we didn't want to be ruled by somebody that lived across the seas, and we had to house soldiers from another country. Like if all these people that say it's very intrusive. Yeah, we had to house people from England and their soldiers. I mean, could you imagine, like, you're just hanging out with your family and you have to house a British soldier and he's dropping fucking deuces in your bathroom? I mean, could you imagine that shit?
I think that's one of the amendments in the some of the Bill of Rights. I think one of the whatever they call them amendments in the Bill of Rights addresses that you don't have to quarter, foreign troops.
Yeah, and this lady on the left side is pure Satan. We're just gonna say it. Look at her eyes. She's pure fucking Satan.
But let's all agree on one thing before we listen to the rest of what Don Lemon's going to say. This country was originally founded and built, well, I'm not talking about the Native Americans again, by persecuted white Christians. Correct?
And isn't in the background, is she not watching something with Melania Trump on it?
She may be watching the new Melania movie that just came out the other day. Maybe
so that's convenient that she's watching a movie that she hates the person. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. But it's an intimidation tactic. And, I said, I don't understand how I've become the face of it when I was a journalist. I do understand that I'm the biggest name there. And I'm also, as I was on with my producers this morning, you and Kylie talk all the time. My producers were saying, I said, how did I become the face of this? And my producer said, Don, you're a gay black man in America. And there's a certain...
That has nothing to do with it. You're breaking the law. There is no walking down the street gay law. Is there? Am I forgetting something about that law?
I don't know. I think some gay people think they protest a bit too much. Like, you're not that important because you're gay. I don't really care that you're gay. I just don't believe that he wasn't a part of this.
I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it because the dude's a piece of shit. He's been a piece of shit. He was trying to use it to get social credit, and it backfired because he broke the fucking law. Here's the jackass again.
Black people, brown people of all stripes, whether you're an Indian American or a Mexican American or whoever you are, go out in your place where you live and get a gun legally, get a license to carry legally. Because when you have people knocking on your door and taking you away without due process as a citizen.
And that's fucking wrong. He's a liar again.
Well, the left is always take everybody's guns away until they think they can use them. And then they're like, wait a minute.
He's a piece of shit, dude. He deserves to be in jail for many, many fucking years.
And he also mentioned that they're trying to grab citizens with no due process.
Which is incorrect.
That's not the case, right?
Isn't that what the Second Amendment was written for?
But you cannot actively break the law and call Second Amendment. And you cannot actively break the law and say that you have the First Amendment. You're only a journalist. You can't fucking do that, Don Lemon. I mean, give me a fucking break, dude. God, this guy's a fucking idiot. Okay, I got this one.
What do you think of this?
There's a harmless Christian here that wants to praise the Lord with my son, and now I got to go home. I'm sorry that you guys are so angry.
I'm just chronicling. I'm not with the group.
What do I have to say?
Can you understand why they're angry?
I don't understand any of this because I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man who loves the Lord and is a good father. This is what we look forward to, is coming, being with our family and praising Jesus, and that's not something that we have to run away from. So this is kind of a bad day for us. But,
Is that a victim? Yes, it is.
We're going to heaven, so that's the best news we got.
Do you understand?
Amen, brother.
And that some of these folks feel voiceless?
I don't understand because right now I'm so upset right now. I don't really have I'm thirsty and I can't think very clearly. So what I want to do is just say, we love you. My son and I love you guys. And
I'm a journalist. They're activists.
The simplest thing we can say.
No, you're an activist, dickhead. You're an activist.
I think that church needs more guys built like him. And they should have just taken the matter into their own hands.
Is that we love you guys.
What do you mean, you guys?
Well, whoever's here in this house.
Okay.
We don't distinguish between Christian and non-Christian. We love everyone. We want everyone to come to heaven.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. We want folks to go to heaven.
Well,
and if we need
How many times have I talked about it?
Yeah.
My job as a Christian is to stay out of hell and go to heaven. That is my job.
Well, but he's being kind of silly, saying, well, we want all of you to go to heaven. Well, you really don't, really.
You want
everybody
really.
to believe exactly how not you, or whoever. This guy wants everybody to believe exactly how he believes.
Yeah, because we want people
heaven.
to go to heaven, so you got to change your life. Yeah.
So, anyways, but whatever. He's clearly angry. I'd be annoyed, and I can't believe he's not just hauling off and punching Don Lemon in the face.
I mean, he's got a lot of restraint. That's for sure.
Christians too much with the turning the other cheek.
This isn't the time for that, really.
But don't you think until we go to heaven, or if you believe in that there should be some sort of peace here on earth, and that people...
If you're at a church, Don Lemon, of course they believe that. It's not like you're like interviewing people on the street. It's literally a church that you went into. Of course they believe in heaven.
Yeah. Plus the whatever agitators, I'll call them, or the protesters. They're like 7-year-olds. Like you would go up to somebody when you were 8 years old and go, "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you." See?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's for sure what they're doing.
People should have agency, and we shouldn't be beating people up off the street, and we should be abiding by the Constitution.
I think that's just a little bit loaded for me right now. What you're doing?
Why so?
Well, I don't want to interview right now. I don't want to interview. I just want to tell you guys I love you. I don't need to interview right now because I want to be with my son. It's Sunday. It's time for rest.
Lord's Day.
For renewal. I would like to.
It's Lord's Day. I mean, it is.
Well, or he's like, I got to look, the football game is about to start, and I need to stop by and pick up a 12-pack first, and you guys are holding me up. That's my guess. I'm looking at the size of him. I'm like, he looks like a guy I used to hang out and watch football with and drink beer with. So.
Oh, really?
That guy's a big guy. You know,
he is a big guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harvey Levin was a fucking lawyer. So you would think that he would see what is happening. Of course he doesn't. He's gotta do the LA thing.
So the Trump administration wonders why people are saying that they are trying to form a dictatorship. Well, look at the landscape. Arresting Don Lemon, who covered a protest in Minneapolis, is just insane, ridiculous, dictator-like. This is the playbook that dictators use to destroy democracies and take the will of the people away. It is as simple as that. The First Amendment is the First Amendment for a reason. It is considered the preferred amendment when you have to start balancing what's more important. The framers of the
That is not correct. He is fucking lying. He lies as a journalist. Now he's fucking lying to his audience.
Well, what was his old job?
You cannot actively fucking break the law and call yourself a journalist.
Remind me, Derek, what was Harvey Levin before he did this? What was his job?
He was a lawyer.
Oh, and a lawyer's lying? Oh,
yes.
My God. Oh, let me clutch my pearls about that. I'm about to get the vapors. I'm so shocked. That's what they do. They're paid to do.
Constitution knew that a free press was essential to a democracy. Without a free press.
Okay, so if that's the case, then the next time I go by a place where people are getting active abortions, I'm going to go in there, storm it, and start pounding on people, including the mothers.
Yeah, well, make sure you
for killing kids. I'm going to do that.
Have a frames and rhythm microphone, and say you're just covering it, and start.
Okay, so if Kamala Harris won.
Oh God!
And Derek Mullins goes to a place where they're giving abortions, and I'm over there causing hell. Do you not think that they won't fucking charge me? You absolutely fucking damn right they will charge you. I love how it only goes one way 90% of the time with these fucking people.
Well, look, here's my hot take on this. Normal people don't go protest.
Yeah,
normal people have jobs, or they want to spend their free time doing other things other than agitating other people. So, and that happens on both sides. That's protesters around an abortion clinic, these yahoos in a church. They're just people who wake up in the morning and want to piss other people off. That's their goal in life. And as far as I'm concerned, is Trump a dictator? I don't think so. But you know what? I don't care. Sure, maybe. Okay, fine. Good with that.
We still have 3 branches of the government. If he was a dictator, it'd all be one.
No, you're right. I was kidding about that, but Harvey Levin here is
we still can vote on stuff. So these people are nothing but fucking LARPing, lying pieces of shit.
Yeah, Harvey Levin speaking on what I believe to be a false premise that Don Lemon was not part of this. Yeah. Where I think he was, especially because when he said, when we do this, I mean, that kind of gave it away. And it's like, it's like the Jesse Smollett thing all over again. Like they lie and you just know they're lying. And you're like, dude, you're not you're fooling some people, but you're not fooling normal
30 years ago in social media, and I'm not a huge fan of social media. We talk shit on social media, but I'm just saying as a whole, what was I guess? Oh, social media was around 30 years ago. So somebody could lie and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if they're lying. Not unless you're like like, oh, that motherfucker's lying. You wouldn't know. Now, because everything is so instant, you catch people in fucking lies within an hour. Like an hour, baby. It's like, you're a fucking liar. And here's 20 videos to support that you're a liar.
So in order for them to throw Don Lemon in jail, they're going to have to prove that he was not just reporting on it. That, I think, is where it is. If they can't prove that, then they don't have a charge on him.
Mm-hmm.
If they prove that he was part of this and he did
say that he was,
well, that's not going to help. And he should be held just as accountable as the other members of the rabble that, for some reason, woke up one morning and decided to bother people at church.
Yeah,
this is weird. Like, who does that?
Not sure.
What's wrong with people? We need a dictator in this country.
We do
have a democracy, and it's
not a democracy. It's a constitutional public fucker. Thank you.
Real clear that Donald Trump and company doesn't want a free press. The idea that a journalist, which Don Lemon has been for 30 years, would walk into a church and film a demonstration which is of national interest, and then to say somehow, when you watch the video, they say
nobody would have known about it.
Watch that video. He is covering the protest. He is covering it. That's what journalists do. I covered riots. I was a local
okay, if he knew that it was occurring, but he stayed outside and then he got interviews of people coming out, then I don't think that they would have been able to do anything. But he actively said that he was part of it, and he walked in the church harassing the preacher, saying, look, we're here to worship God and Jesus Christ. That's what we're here to do. That's where he broke the law. And then again, he wasn't invited, so he's trespassing.
And on a higher level, in a bigger picture, when Harvey Levin's saying that Trump doesn't want a free press, he does give some newspapers some business that maybe a president shouldn't, maybe. But the problem is here, the mainstream media has been completely and wholesale taken over by the left for the most part. And and they're being called out on it now. And people are going, wait a minute, like, again, they're acting like 8-year-olds who just got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Now they're like, well, wait, the law.
I didn't take the cookies. We saw you do it.
And it's again like, we saw you do. Like, you're the worst. They're the worst liars. And I think they've been lying so long that they think it's the truth in their head.
Yeah.
They're sick, I think.
Yeah, they're sick.
Just my opinion, though.
Oh, no, you're correct. I agree.
Reporter in Los Angeles for 15 years, and I covered riots and floods and earthquakes and all sorts of things where I had to step into areas where there were.
But you also said this is Harvey Levin reporting from here. He didn't say I've got my battle gear and we're here to protest. No, there's a difference. Yeah, he's actively said that he gave the hug to the head of the protest, so he knows her personally.
It'd be like if I dressed up in a Redskins uniform and went down on the field and lined up at tight end. And then the cops came and got me and said I had to leave. And I go, well, wait, I'm just here to play. I'm all dressed like a football player, which is what Don Lemon did. He's like, well, I'm going to go LARP as a reporter.
So if you're going to go to somewhere and you meet somebody that you kind of used to work with, you knew like 20 years ago, are you going to give hugs and kisses because you knew him like 20 years ago?
Well, it depends if it was a he or a she and what she looked like. Maybe I'd consider it, but
I'm just saying. I mean, if he hugs her and says, "Nice to see you," they have some sort of relationship.
I might do the bro if it's a guy I used to hang out with and haven't seen for a while. I might give him a little bro handshake and a little shoulders. No, I wouldn't. No.
Police, where there was activity, private property. When you're covering an event like this, like a protest, which I've covered many, you step into it. And that's what journalists do. And that's what Don Lemon did. The idea that the Justice Department is saying he walked onto private property, that is insane. A church invites everybody in.
No, that's not correct.
He's missing the point.
He's missing the point. You're not a Christian. Don't tell me how to fucking Christian, dude.
No, he's, again, missing it. See, well, I'm not going to repeat myself. I think Don Lemon was part of the protest.
Yes. How did he know that it was going to be there?
I don't.
Did a little birdie land on his fucking little head and tell him that that was going to happen? No, he was contacted. He knew.
Yep.
Have you ever seen a church with a no trespassing sign?
Yes.
Saying no journalists allowed? Have you ever
I've seen
any
no
house of
trespassing.
worship that says that? It is
Yes, I have.
insane that they're making this stupid argument transparent.
No, that's not correct. Come to the South. Most of the churches that are closed, when there's nobody there, they put like chains over the driveway so you can't go in there. It's a private property. You're a fucking liar, Harvey Levin.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, he's living in the LA bubble and doesn't actually get out into the fucking world.
I'll be back in 30 seconds.
grand
Eric.
jury
I thought I could make it through this without
Don
drinking,
Lemon
but now I'm
after
getting
a
angry.
magistrate said there's insufficient evidence. Well, a grand jury will indict anybody because Don Lemon doesn't appear before the grand jury. Abby Lowell, his lawyer, doesn't appear before the grand jury. The Justice Department says what the Justice Department wants the grand jury to believe, and almost every time they believe it. It's all the way it's skewed.
How is it skewed? He was trespassing. There's one law broken. The FACE Act, because you can't go into an active religious place where people are performing fucking. Let me look that shit up. FACE Act. Freedom of access to clinical and entrance and places of worship, religious worship. Special litigation section are also enforces the civil provisions of the Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrances Act of 1994. FACE, F-A-C-E. Mm-hmm. The act prohibits the use or threatens of the force of physical obstruction that injures, intimidates, or interferes with a person seeking to obtain provide reproductive health services, or exercise their First Amendment right of religious freedom at a place of religious worship. This is the Civil Rights Division of the United States Department of Justice. It's right fucking there. Like, Harvey Levin, have you read that lately? I don't know. It's right fucking there.
Well, okay, let me ask you another question. I'll play kind of devil's advocate here. I think I can see people saying that Lemon's targeted by the current administration. I could see Trump pulling whoever, Pam Bondi or whoever it is, over and going, hey, go get that guy. This asshole's been a thorn in my side forever. Look, he just broke the law. So go get him. I could see that. Trump's a gangster. I could see him doing that.
Oh, but you got to understand, if you don't make Don Lemon an example, 15 other motherfuckers are going to do the same exact thing. Somebody has to be made an example. Like, dude, you can't be fucking going into a church harassing people like that. So somebody has to be made an example. Otherwise, all these little fucking shithead leftists are going to do it.
And this is why it's important. And I've said this on this show before. People get stuck in the weeds, quoting statutes and paragraphs of this and that and this law.
But it's the first paragraph.
No. I got a point. I have a point here. When you go to church, which is a place of worship and a place where you get together with all your buddies of whatever denomination or religion you're in to congregate and stuff, you should be able to do that without fear of being harassed or harmed by rabble-rousers.
Yes.
So if these rabble-rousers want to go, well, it's a place of worship, we should be able to come in too. And no, how about fuck you? Get out.
Yeah.
Churches should be able to say, we don't want you here.
Correct.
Not your church. Get out.
Yes. But yeah, it's right here. So Harvey Levin, apparently you didn't read that.
Yep.
At all.
We'll see. I'll be interested to see what the decision is. I mean, you get all the normal idiots out.
Well, he's going to have leftist people that agree with him that are going to do nothing but fucking opine for him and try to get him out of jail. Fucking Ben Crump is on X right now trying to tell everybody that it's all wrong. And it's like, dude, you're nothing but a fucking LARPing loser. Where did all that money for BLM go there, Mr. Crump? Where did all that shit go?
That's right. That's one of the people.
He's a piece of shit.
The people that are coming to support Don Lemon are all bad people too. So yeah. Sometimes you judge a person by the company they keep. And
assault. And I don't want to say just on the First Amendment. It's a ridiculous assault on democracy.
It's not a democracy. It's a constitutional republic. Fuck off. I mean, how many times are these people going to say this? It's like the buzzword. If we're not a pure democracy. And if you want to say democracy, Donald Trump was elected by the majority and is following what people elected him to do. So this asshole wants to talk about democracy and he's shitting on it.
Yeah.
You see how this wordplay happens with these fucking people?
It's
word hibbity jibbity.
Wish people first off, Harvey Levin lecturing anybody on what it means to be a quote journalist is laughable in the TMZ office.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. But Trump was elected mostly because people want illegal aliens out.
Yes.
I think people who break the law, i.e. illegal aliens, should
illegal aliens out. The economy needs to be better. And protect our borders.
Yeah, protect the borders, and I want
crime down. I mean, that's what he has done. So what he was elected to do.
And my belief is illegal aliens, if they're caught, need to go because that's the process. Yeah. And I actually went all the protesters. I'd like them to be gone too. Now there's no law for that, unfortunately.
Put them on the moon or something because they're worthless.
If they were all given a one-way helicopter ride to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, I would not shed one tear. But I saw one commentator was saying this is like modern day slavery. I'm like, really? Is it really?
I saw that. That's fucking retarded. Let me see here. I'm trying to look something up real quick. No, when they keep on talking about resist. Resist is the George Soros fucking MGO, and they tell on themselves all the time. They'll have a sign that says resist, and it's blatantly fucking George Soros. And then there was some sort of billionaire that's in Hong Kong that was funding a bunch of stuff too. They found his ass too.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been trying to get better about my blood boiling from this stuff because it can be overwhelming after a while. And at some point, like I've thought about just leaving X or Twitter. I'm just
Trump administration
tired of it. I just want to follow sports and music.
Should be ashamed of itself,
on X,
but they're not.
Rolling Stone magazine is on X, and they're nothing but fucking leftists.
Well, they've always
every
been that
time
way.
They say something, I was like, "How about you talk about fucking music?"
That was a long time ago. They used to do that, but they've always been on the left. They were born out of the counterculture revolution of the late '60s, so it's not surprising.
I understand that, but talk about fucking music. That's why you exist.
No,
otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
I agree.
And they will continue to do this. And they are going after journalists.
Good.
They're getting search warrants for their homes. It is
What
obvious
journalist?
what's happening.
Don Lemon is a piece of shit who broke the law. What other journalist is it? Exactly. He can't tell you which one.
If Trump was a dictator, the secret police would come in right now and grab Harvey Levin and yank him.
Happening.
Exactly.
You're going to look back in 2 years if somebody doesn't stand up to them, and I know people are now, but you're going to look back in 2 years and say, "Wow, we didn't see that coming." Well, Neville Chamberlain should have saw.
Interesting how the DOJ was weaponized against Trump and anybody associated with Trump, but that was fine.
That's a good point.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
Well, that's the rules for thee and not for me kind of phrase that people use. Yeah.
Coming, and he didn't, and we don't want to be in that position. So
he needs to get the dildo out of his ass and shut the fuck up. I mean, that's what he needs to do.
Is Don Lemon going to appear from under the desk in about a minute?
Yeah, no shit. Okay, so we're gonna look at this one. This was Don Lemon speaking to the pastor.
What do you think of this? I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah. We're here to work.
Don Lemon is defending the group that he walked in with there.
He's not being a very good journalist.
No, he's not.
We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
We're here.
Don't push me.
We're here to worship.
No,
he's
whoa.
leering over you.
That's
and
what
it's
I'm
like.
The body language of the pastor's like, dude, getting in my personal space.
He's lucky if you don't get cold cocked.
Well, the pastor's a better man than I.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that's why we're here. Okay, that's why we're here. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding and
We're about
No, he wouldn't.
love these folks?
we're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
You're supposed to move closer to Jesus, not shit on him in his house.
No
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to
Unless you're here
chronicle
to
what
worship.
happened?
Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here.
Bullshit.
Well, we're here
You're
to
not a
worship.
fucking
We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're what, the House of fucking Devils? Is that the name of your church?
Well, people are starting to see, this bothers me, even as a non-Christian. It bothers me when people use Christianity to defend their non-Christianity.
Yeah, it's like
Because I could
he's
literally-
trying to tell a pastor that he's a better Christian than the pastor is. That's exactly what he's trying to do.
Well, then, it's like I said earlier, the dissolution of the faith, where there's like 1 million different denominations you can be now. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I can make one up tomorrow and have my own church, I guess. I don't know.
The Hibbity Jibbity Church
The Church of the Hibbity Jibbity.
by Julio.
I like it.
What do you think of this?
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there were folks who will say,
That's what, I have to take care of my flock.
okay,
my
but listen,
family,
we live in
my
there's a
neighborhood.
concept.
The Constitution, you're not allowed to take your rights and shit on somebody else's rights. That's exactly what he's fucking doing right there.
He's just an agitator. That's what they do. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I don't take Don Lemon and his little defense about being a journalist at face value. I think he's acting in bad faith. He knows it, and he's just trying to skirt around the law.
That's true.
I don't. He's not. It's just.
Okay, so now I've got about 4 or 5 people on the right that are talking about it. So this is Benny Johnson. I don't know if you know who he is.
All right, I'm going to lean into these people too if they say something stupid, Derek. Just so you know.
To every lib who's screaming and crying about Don Lemon's arrest this morning, I have a couple questions for you. You're calling this an attack on journalism. No, it was Don Lemon who was attacking a Christian church that was praying peacefully. You didn't care about attacks on journalism when Nick Sotor, Nick Shirley, Cam Higby, Savannah Hernandez, Andy No were all being physically attacked. James O'Keefe got death threats this week. They threw rocks, bricks, frozen water bottles at his car, shattered his windshield. They said they were going to kill him. Nobody cared about attacks on journalism when that happened, so I don't think so. And then, secondly, you say this.
Did you see that? He
I read about it.
the guy that was driving James O'Keefe got a text message saying, "Leave or we're going to kill you."
Yeah, I saw somebody posted that text message, but they're just exercising their First Amendment rights.
Oh yeah.
Attack on
No.
the First Amendment. No, this is a consequence that is happening for Don Lemon engaging in criminal behavior. You know, that exact same excuse was used by
Okay, I'm going to call him out for driving and doing this.
Oh, that's true. Unless he's parked.
I mean, I agree with what he's saying, but he's driving, so.
Steve Baker when you arrested him for January 6th. He's a journalist that was covering January 6th, and there were dozens of these people.
Yeah,
They're
he should
on our
be
show
pulled
all the
over and
time.
arrested for using his cell phone while driving.
Unless he's in a European car and he's not driving.
I don't think so. I mean,
Covering
maybe.
January 6th, I was a journalist. Nope, arrested by the DOJ. We don't like you, we don't like your politics, whatever. I'm saying that you can't have it both ways. You try to have it both ways.
But see, that right there invalidates our point. Benny Johnson is driving and doing his video. Okay, if he got pulled over, he can't be like, "Well, I was doing a YouTube video. I'm a journalist." No, you're actively breaking the law.
It's a good point. I do think it's ironic that somebody is breaking the law, complaining about somebody else breaking the law. That's
it is.
interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of hypocritical. I'll call that out.
A little bit.
All the time. Don Lemon in.
Oh, it's flipped. Okay, Doc.
Okay, Doc. All right. Well, I'm an idiot. I take it back.
Okay. We'll take it back if it's so.
I'm sure Doc is right. I thought it crossed my mind for a second, and then but went ahead and
in a
was
crime.
dumb.
Don Lemon was part of a crime. You don't get to say I'm a journalist as a shield for get out of jail free every single time you commit a criminal act. And by the way, it was a grand jury of Don Lemon's peers in dark blue Minnesota that approved the arrest warrant. So I'm not going to hear you crying about nobody is above the law, and we're just going to follow the law when now the law says Don Lemon committed a crime, or at the very least needs to be arrested and put on trial. So again, you don't get to have it both ways. You arrested Donald Trump on 92 separate charges, facing 400 years in prison.
All right,
for things Donald Trump didn't even do, for places Donald Trump wasn't even at, sitting there like saying that this is about the First Amendment when you arrested Donald Trump for literally using the First Amendment. No.
Yeah, I mean, that last part is, I mean, it
may be
irrelevant
true, but okay.
to what the conversation is.
Right,
but,
right.
I mean, he's right, but it's irrelevant. Okay, so got this other one. Gentleman of the melanin.
So I'm going to say this because no one else is willing to say it. Don Lemon and those people did not go in that church to protest ICE.
Well, actually,
they went in that church to protest God, Christianity, and all things America. They did that to make a statement. That statement was nowhere is safe, not even the house of God.
Okay.
Don Lemon and those protesters are a bunch of godless, demonic, anti-American bigots, and they need to go to jail.
Beast.
Well, my only point there is because I'm going to go ahead and say this because nobody else is saying it, and I'm like, actually, everybody's kind of saying it, but okay. But I agree with what he said.
Our colleague David Spunt and I getting this breaking news from multiple law enforcement sources just minutes ago, confirming that former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles just after midnight this morning at a hotel. This obviously all in connection with that storming of a church in St. Paul, Minnesota by that group of anti-ICE agitators.
Storming.
Now remember, the feds had gone to judges to try to get Don Lemon arrested before. They went to a magistrate judge in Minnesota who didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to a judge above him. He didn't sign off on an arrest warrant for him. Then it went to an appeals court. They also decided not to sign off for an arrest warrant for him. So there was experts who were predicting that perhaps the feds would go to a grand jury. It remains to be seen if that's what happened here, but we can confirm that Don Lemon was arrested in Los Angeles by federal agents just after midnight Los Angeles time at a hotel. Now, typically, standard procedure with an arrest like this is the defendant will likely make their first court appearance sometime the same day. So there's a chance we may see Don Lemon make his first court appearance in Los Angeles sometime today. But obviously, this is going to grab all sorts of headlines.
Friendly
Three other
territory,
protesters from that church storming, have already been arrested, including who the feds say was
those
the
look like
organizer of
amazing
that
Christians
protest.
right there.
The
Why do they
woman
have
in
to
the
go through
middle
due
there is
process?
a
I can look
school
at him and
board
say they're
member in
guilty of
St.
something.
Paul, and then the mugshot on the right.
We'll just figure it out
is
later.
They're guilty
online
of getting hit with the ugly
personality
stick.
slash agitator, if you want to call him that.
Well,
He's
the guy on
known
the right
as
had
the
nice
Wolf
hair.
Farmer. Those were the three people that the feds had already arrested, but we have confirmed that Don Lemon has now been arrested in Los Angeles in connection with that viral incident. We all saw the video of it that spread and drew widespread condemnation. The feds have been going after these people on FACE Act violations. So this is still breaking news. Once we get more details about the potential charges here, a court appearance, we'll, of course, update our viewers.
Yep. Okay, so then this is the last one I have with this, and then we'll see if there's any other updates before we go on to the next thing. Okay, so this right here is a video of the feds showing up to one of the people's houses that stormed the church.
Okay.
And her immediately being racist and throwing the victim card that she didn't do nothing wrong.
Okay.
He's got the warrant in his hand.
Okay, well, this is really scary. There's kids in the house. You guys have not been.
Now, you don't get to say there's kids in the house when there was kids in the church that you went to. What a hypocritical fucking bitch.
Well, maybe that, and before you broke the law, you should have thought about you have kids. Maybe you
should have thought about the kids then.
Right.
Every time they use kids as shields. Every fucking time. or they use, well, that's not the Constitution, even though you broke fucking laws.
And really friendly in the community. And to me, this seems a little, can I finish, sir? Can I finish?
A black woman is talking.
Can I finish? Get your phone. This seems a little bit.
A black woman is talking. You need to sit there and snap and listen to what I have to say.
In our
exactly what she's fucking doing.
2, 3 agents, and now I saw the one disappear to the back. So to me, this is a little aggressive.
Well, you either open the door and go and talk to them, or they're gonna knock the door down and come in there and grab your ass anyway.
To just serve a warrant. Slide the warrant. Let me see the warrant.
Slide the warrant under the door. How about no?
I'll be like, I'm going to give you 5 to open the door, otherwise we're coming in through that window.
Okay. And that, to me, what I have been told,
and then she
is not a judicial warrant.
What the fuck is that?
That has me to have to open the door for you.
Do you want to wear my black boots?
You guys, I wanted to alert the public that agents are at my door right now. They're saying that they were able to go before a grand jury sometime, I guess, in the last 24 hours, and that they have a warrant for my arrest. I've talked to my attorney, and I'm being advised to go with them, I guess, down to Whipple. And my children are here. They're impacted by
children.
this.
My children. How about the children in the fucking church, bitch?
Stemming from the fact that I
Sounds like you done fucked up.
filmed a protest as a member of the media. We
Oh,
are
no.
supposed to have our constitutional right.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Freedom to
You don't know what you're talking about, dumb bitch.
To be a member of the press.
Hit pause real quick, please. They're all using the same defense.
Yeah.
And when she was talking to the officer from inside the house earlier, she was saying, well, I was told that I was allowed. This is an organized protest with people behind it.
Yeah. Who told you?
These morons didn't just randomly show up at a church. They're being directed, and they're being given, clearly given directions.
And or paid.
And they're probably paid, and they've been given instructions on how to handle things like arrests and their legal rights. Because I guarantee you this woman doesn't know shit from Shinola when it comes to legal rights.
But she got kids. Fuck the kids that were in the church.
All right, now she's got to film it, and like nobody feels bad for you.
I have no fucks to give with this lady.
Don't feel like I have my First Amendment right as a member of the press.
No, you don't. Go to jail.
Federal agents are at my door arresting me for
Instead of going to the federal agents and going and having it straightened out, no. You want to make a TikTok video or what the fuck they're making.
And they're not arresting you for, quote, filming a church protest. That's not what you're being arrested for.
No, she's a dumb bitch.
The church protest a few weeks ago. Again, I don't have a long time here, you guys, but I wanted you to know, for me, agents are at my door right now. My attorney has spoken with them. I did send a relative outside to talk to them. They're showing some type of documentation, apparently, that they got an indictment from a grand jury. I knew that I was on a defendant's list. I did not publish it because it was under seal. And so we've done everything that we can to try and abide by, the advice of our attorneys. But right now, you guys, I wanted you to know I'm going to have to hop off here and surrender to agents as a member of the press. I filmed the church protest a few weeks ago, and now I'm being arrested for that. It's hard to understand how we have a constitution.
You were trespassing. You weren't invited there. The FACE Act says that you're not allowed to go to churches and disrupt the fucking thing. How about you do a little bit of research? I don't know.
I think she knows what she did was wrong. And again, it goes back to my analogy of a 7-year-old getting caught with their hand in the cookie jar.
It's everybody else's fault. Not my fault. Everybody else's fault.
Believe me, I was an only child, Derek. I got accused of doing stuff, and I just said I didn't do it. My mom's like, of course it was you. There's nobody else. I'm like, nope.
There's an invisible boy right there. He did it.
Yeah, but I was like 10 years old when I did that. Not 30 with children.
constitutional rights when you can just be arrested for being a member of the press.
No, you're a dumb bitch. That's why you're being arrested. Who it's got the education of a 6-year-old. And then once you use her children as fucking shield. Okay.
I should have never taught them English.
Nope.
All right. Well, so in the end, they need to determine whether Don Lemon was actually acting as a journalist, or whether he was part of the.
I mean, it's pretty easy because I
know what I
literally says.
Well, they're going to have to prove it in a court in Minnesota. That's a little difficult, but I mean, if we could just convict people based on gut reactions, and I were the judge, then he'd be in jail already. And
yeah,
I'm guessing he's going to make a lot of new friends in jail, Derek. Don't you think? He might meet some nice people in jail.
This is Nikema Leva Armstrong, who is the head of that protest.
What's her first name?
Nikema.
Okay, opinion immediately discarded.
Yes.
But let's see what it says.
Friends, here is a clip of our demonstration this morning at City's Church in St. Paul. David Easterwood is a pastor at the church and acting field director for the ICE office in St. Paul. It's time for judgment to begin, and it will begin in the house of God. Thank you to all of the activists who showed up, and independent journalists, Georgia Ford, Don Lemon. He didn't know about it, though.
Well, that's a good point. I mean, is she listing everybody who showed up as an independent journalist? Is that what they're trying to do?
Black Lives Matter, Matter Minnesota, Black Lives Matter Twin City Metro, along with Racial Justice Network.
Okay, we'll see how it goes.
I'm just saying is, okay, if I was to right now say, you know what, I got a movie on YouTube, and I'm going to call Benny Johnson, and I want to see if I can talk with Benny Johnson and do an interview. Mm-hmm. He'd be like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, who?
Oh, but she immediately knows who Don Lemon is, and Don Lemon knows who she is.
Yeah,
there's a relationship. He knew.
I've seen some.
He knew.
Oh yeah. I've seen the interesting take, in my opinion, of some black, I guess, people who get online and give their opinions. There are some black people who, not conservatives, but they're like, why are we involved in fights for illegal aliens? Like, that's not a black person issue. And I've seen people say, and I would agree with this, they're like, as a matter of fact, they're taking our free shit. We used to get all the good stuff.
Yeah, that's why the Black Panthers said no, bitches. You can't use the Black Panther trademark.
They're like, it's not our fight.
Yeah.
What do they care if all the illegal aliens get thrown out? Then all that money that was given to the illegal aliens will go back to them.
That's true.
I mean, maybe.
So all in all, we've gotten hyped on these videos, and that's the last one for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to call my shot. I think they're going to try like hell to prosecute him, and he's going to get friends in high places protecting him like their little fucking bitch god. But I think that the DOJ needs to make somebody an example so all the other fucking retards don't follow it. Because if Don Lemon and his Hitler Youth that were there at the church get away with it, then it's going to open the floodgates for all the other retards to think that they can get away with it.
Well, hopefully this, like for a show like ours, this is perfect fodder to discuss. But on a higher level, like national news and the national zeitgeist, and where people are focusing their energies, hopefully people don't take this it's not that important in the end. I mean, it's kind of a whatever. It's kind of important in some ways. Like somebody needs to be held accountable for what they're doing. But there's a lot of people that should be held accountable that aren't.
I mean, no, it's not a whatever, because like I said, these retards, if somebody gets away with it, they double, triple, quadruple down on everything. They've been doing that for 25 years. Julio.
Yeah, they've already been doing it. Right. So the only thing you can do is literally do what Trump's
throw the
trying
fucking
to do.
book at them, and then some of them are going to get fucking saved. But you throw the book at them and see what you can get.
That's fair. I don't disagree with that. That's how Mayor Giuliani cleaned up New York for a few years. He's like, arrest them for everything. Because the mayor prior to him said, well, if they're littering or graffitiing, we can't arrest everybody. And Giuliani was like, no, arrest everybody for everything. And the city was great while he was in office.
Okay, I got one. Oh, let's see here. Actually, I got a couple more videos on this that we'll watch real quick. One of our favorite people of all time that we love, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. Hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses.
Right here.
So I know Don Lemon. My husband created CNN, and I will fight for their right to speak, which is guaranteed in our Constitution. They arrested the wrong Don. Thank you very much.
Don't these people have jobs?
She doesn't. She hasn't worked in 25 years.
Not her.
What the fuck has Jane Fonda done since the workout videos back in the day? What exactly has she done?
She peaked in Barbarella when she was hot. That was it. She's always been a commie.
HR states you have a representative here soon to speak on the record.
Don Lemon is a professional journalist. He and his producer were doing their job. Nothing more, nothing less. And he's been arrested. And they'll make up all kinds of defamatory things to say about.
How about you read, Jane Fonda? We just read the fucking statute, bitch.
They don't have to make anything up, I don't think.
Read the fucking law.
About him. That's what they're doing. This is how autocrats act. We can't fall for it.
No, we're falling for it, and then you should be put in jail right in behind him for just being a fucking selfish bitch. What do you think?
I think
Fonda put her ass in fucking jail.
She likes the sound of her own voice, and she can get on that helicopter ride I was talking about earlier, as far as I'm concerned.
Speak up. When a red line is crossed like this, we cannot be silent.
Oh yeah, you will be silent. He'll go to fucking jail and pound in the ass prison. He's gonna like it. And his husband can go and fucking pound him in the ass when he's in prison.
He might want to stay in jail. He might go, hey, Don Lemon,
he might like it.
You can leave now. He's like, nah, I'm good. I'll stay here. I made new friends.
Thanks, Johnny.
They have to help her ass go fucking places. I mean, do we really need to listen to somebody that can barely walk?
She's an actress. She's acting. Oh, is this Karen Bass? I'll be back in a minute. I
saw
can't take
in
her.
that courtroom, and it was an embarrassment on the part of the government. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you all.
Okay, Karen Bass, how about all of the people that you let their houses burn during the summer when all the fucking fires happened? Oh, but you didn't say anything then, and you didn't help those people either, did you? There's creators that are on X that are literally every day making videos about it, showing the fucking houses and how burnt to the crisp that they are. Oh, but you got time to talk about somebody who broke the law.
Oh, thank you. Karen. Thank you all for coming.
Oh, Karen Bass, she's so great. Oh my God.
Here you go, baby.
She's
calling baby?
stunning and brave. Karen Bass.
I'm going to quote one of my favorite sports journalists, Jason Whitlock, real quick. He said, what did he say? He said, it's sad that there are some people who wake up in the morning and their first thought is, how can I piss off white people today? This is all performative. These are 7-year-olds trying to scream at their parents, except they're adults.
Wow. Can everybody hear me? Are you guys set?
Is that his husband?
Ready? So look, I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means the world to me. I have no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I have spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact,
well, you might actually.
There is no more important time
covering
than
the news
right
in Cell
now,
Block D.
This very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years.
In the middle of the night? What's that have to do with anything?
The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silenced.
Oh, I hope you are
look forward
silenced.
to my day in court. Thank you all.
Fucking dickhead.
Maybe they should have scheduled it at a more convenient time for Don Lemon, his arrest, since it was in the middle of the night.
Like, excuse me, are you in your underwear? Can you come back out here?
I should have tried that when I got pulled over for a DUI 15 years ago. I should have said, well, look, officer, I mean, yeah, I may have drank a little bit too much and it was a mistake, but it's kind of late and I'm tired. And this is an inconvenient time for me to get arrested. So can you maybe pull me over on another day?
Chew and come back in a couple hours.
Yeah, I'll be here. I promise.
And to a Fox News alert, journalist Don Lemon has been arrested in connection with an anti-ICE protest at a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. Bill Malusian joins us now with more on this breaking news. Hey, Bill.
Yeah, Charlie, good morning to you. Our colleague David Spunt and I getting this breaking news from multiple law enforcement sources just minutes ago, confirming that former CNN anchor Don Lemon has been arrested by federal agents in Los Angeles just after midnight this morning.
In his underwear. He's in his underwear.
This obviously all in connection with that storming of a church in
we saw
St.
this one
Paul,
already, I think.
Minnesota, by that group of anti-ICE
Yeah, because I remember I had a problem with him using the term storming.
The feds had gone
No, that's right.
Yeah, I'm like, really? Let's not go over
yeah,
storming.
Thing. Okay.
They weren't charging in the front door with bayonets, but
storming the Capitol.
But it's these words that they use, whether it be on the right or the left, are important because the words have lost their meaning nowadays, and people are just they're switching words that don't mean what the words should mean.
Oh, that's what the left does all the time.
Well, it's not
like fascism. You know how they changed fascism to make it appropriate because they hate Trump. They switched the meaning of it around.
It's words like diversity, things.
Yeah.
It's literally. I've read 1984 twice, the George Orwell book, and
they purpose because their whole ideology. And then anytime that you try to debate one of these people, they don't have anything. We hate Donald Trump. That's their whole platform. And then they switch these words around to make it feel like, well, because I don't get my way, it's fascism.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's retarded people given some sort of platform that they're not smart. Not at all.
No,
they're criminals with no fucking. They're not smart. They don't do any research at all. It's just oh, Jimmy said it was this, so it must be this. It's the people that do the fucking what is the what is when you look it up on hold on. Okay, so it's the Wikipedia people where you can change Wikipedia anytime you want, so you can spin whatever narrative that you want.
Yep.
It's the Wikipedia people where it's just like, well, if we changed words and then we could just call people what we want because we changed the words.
The subversion of the English language is a big weapon of communists and socialists.
Yeah.
It's read 1984, or even, if you like movies, watch They Live with Roddy Piper. It's amazing how prophetic that movie wound up being. And it's got a great fight scene in it, too.
Oh, does it?
Oh, hell yeah.
You gotta get those glasses so you can see people's like internal organs and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Doc said he sent the meme. Let me see. Let's see here.
Speaking of internal organs, Derek, while you're looking, while we're going into Catherine O'Hara, the great comedian that we lost today. Did you know she had a very rare medical situation where her internal organs were reversed?
Really? I didn't know that.
It's called situs invernus. So her heart and lungs were on the wrong side, like a mirror. Yeah. I did some research before the show, Derek, and that's what I found.
That's crazy because some of the stuff that I'd seen, they didn't know what the cause of death was. So,
that wasn't the cause of death. They said it's fine. It doesn't cause you any problems. It just only happens. I think it was 1 out of every 10,000 births get this particular.
This is courtesy of Doc. They're doing it again because you didn't hang them the last time.
That is very true. I agree with that 100%.
You ever see Mr. Mom where he's trying to drop the kids off, and every time he turns around like, you're doing it wrong. Dad, you're doing it wrong. Excuse me, you're doing it wrong.
This is literally, I mean, look, this is in Minecraft, but we should buy Greenland, get it or take it by force, and drop all the commies there. Just airlift them out.
I mean,
I'd be fine.
I mean, what net positive are these people doing in society?
No.
They're not doing anything.
Right.
They're criminals that cry and whine about every little thing. They're being paid by an NGO or somebody to protest. Dude, before the few weeks before I start filming my movie, you know how impossible it was because I wasn't paying anybody, or the rate that I was paying was kind of low. You're going to sit there and tell me that somebody's going to risk life and limb for $0 and nothing in it for him? You're going to tell me that that's a thing? It's not.
Nope. They're getting
not
paid.
at all.
You're right.
They're getting paid.
Which is why I, on the record, support complete autocracy and a right-wing dictatorship in this country.
They're getting paid, or they're just getting severe ball cupping. One of the two is happening.
We have some breaking news, some upsetting news. The Emmy Award-winning actress Catherine O'Hara has died.
Melvin Robert joins us now with more on this sad, shocking news. We're all such fans of her work.
No doubt about it, and really shocking. Many folks wondering what happened. Famously funny, O'Hara is known for her roles in several blockbuster projects on the big screen and the small one. She most recently starred on Apple's The Studio alongside Seth Rogen. Her roles span several decades, including this 90s hit.
Kevin's not here. Kevin's not here. What?
That's great.
Iconic. O'Hara played Macaulay Culkin's mom in the holiday classic Home Alone and its sequel. Before that, she played Mrs. Dietz in another funny film with Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, and Gina Davis, Beetlejuice.
Even though this guy right here is in jail currently, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
wasn't
that's
it?
right.
Wasn't he a sexual like a child predator?
I think yes. I think we talked about that a few months back.
Yes.
It's funny how these people keep popping up on our shows there. It's
The realization that we've not been very good parents.
Sadly, and most of the time, we have no interest in what's going on with you.
We have no idea because she means no idea.
O'Hara earned a Primetime Emmy for leading actress for that hilarious role. The cause of death remains unclear. She was 71 years old.
We have some breaking.
Very, very sad. Okay, this is Catherine O'Hara. And we know who the gentleman next to her is.
Do we? Oh, that's right. Her and Macaulay Culkin were actually buds.
Pretend
even
you're
after
not
Home
here.
Alone.
After Home Alone opened,
I have to say that Macaulay Culkin is looking a lot healthier now than he did. If you saw Macaulay Culkin 20, 15 years ago, you could tell he was doing drugs or something.
He went through a bit of a phase.
Yeah, but he looks a lot healthier now.
I do like him, and it's solely because there's a channel called Red Letter Media that I've been following forever. It's a big, big channel. They review movies, cover movies, and he appeared on it, and he was very good on the. Like he had a good sense of humor.
Okay,
didn't take himself terribly
too seriously.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like Macaulay Culkin, but yeah, cheers to him for starting to look healthier because I think he's married, he's got kids now. I think.
Hey, it looks great.
Yeah, he does look great.
I went to see it at a Saturday matinee in a theater packed with shiny, happy children and their parents, and it was thrilling for all of us. But at one point, I saw two boys get up out of their seats, so not wanting to leave the movie. But after having already sucked back their giant sodas, they really had to go. So they started running up the aisle, then suddenly panicked that they might miss something great. They turned around, looked back at the screen, and one of them said, "It's okay. No, it's just the mom." And they kept running. I say, bright boys, Home Alone was, is, and always will be a beloved global sensation. The reason families all over the world can't let a year go by without watching and loving Home Alone together is because of Macaulay Culkin. Yes. Yes, he had a most excellent script and a wonderful director, but it is Macaulay's perfect performance as Kevin McAllister that gave us that little every boy on an extraordinary adventure. I know you worked really hard, I know you did, but you made acting look like the most natural thing in the world to do. It really was as if we had ambushed the home of this real little boy named Kevin to make a movie, and he just went along.
I liked him in Uncle Buck too.
Wow,
Remember?
she's awful. Uncle. Well, you ready to get triggered by your co-host even
that?
more than you got triggered by Don Lemon?
You haven't seen Uncle Buck?
I haven't seen Home Alone.
What? What?
But I know enough. I've seen enough clips from it that I can piece it together. Like I know.
You haven't seen Home Alone?
I'm not a. I don't know. I didn't. I'm a sheltered. I was a sheltered younger man, I guess.
When football's over, we're dedicating, and we can invite people to Rumble or whatever, Discord, and we'll just watch movies because we need to get him caught up on some shit.
Okay. I mean, I'm not
with it for the fun of it.
I'm open to that.
He's the dearest thing. Okay. Oh, the scene where I had to drag him upstairs to sleep in the attic because he'd misbehaved, and he says, he's mouthing off about the family, and I say, well, you'd be pretty sad if you woke up tomorrow morning and you had no family. And he said, no, I wouldn't. And I was supposed to say, then say it again. Maybe it'll happen. And I can't tell you how much that killed me. I could not wrap my head around saying something so horrific to this beautiful child. Of course, I was not yet a mother at the time, and I had no idea the kind of things that would come out of my mouth with my own 2 sons. Macaulay, a 10-year-old boy, this beautiful, dear little 10-year-old boy, was called a superstar, a moneymaker, one of the hottest leading young men in Hollywood by the world over. How does anyone survive that?
Wow.
Well,
I should have hired her
believe
to
you
be my
have to
divorce
possess
lawyer.
A certain quality, a gift.
Catherine, can you come
that
over
dear
here?
John
Say good
Hughes
things?
obviously
Okay.
recognized in you, Macaulay, your sense of humor. It's a sign of intelligence in a child and a key to surviving life at any age.
Oh, that's
And
actually
you
very
have, true. From what I see, you have brought that sense of sweet, yet twisted, yet totally relatable sense of humor to everything that you have chosen to do since Home Alone. Macaulay, congratulations. You so deserve your star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And thank you for including me, your fake mom who left you home alone not once but twice, to share in this happy occasion. I'm so proud of you. God bless you.
Even though we've ruined the magic of it, all you have to do is pay for the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but okay.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? It's sweet that they remain close friends, which is what I read after the movie. That's nice.
Oh, wow. Watching you trying not to have happy tears. Watching Sarah speak. Was
She's like
the
just
early days, especially
inducts
on
everybody
Schitt's
into
Creek
the
when
Walk of
you'd
Fame.
watch
I'd want her too.
Sarah or Daniel on the monitors acting. You would try to
She's very
hold in
positive.
those happy
She has that. She just like John
pride
Candy.
and
She
joy.
has that
Aw.
Canadian niceness.
Gee, I should have written it
I mean,
out as
Eugene
clearly as
Eugene
you
Levy was in in SCTV with her.
He was in SCTV too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours. That was beautiful, Sarah. We all know and love Eugene Levy for the wealth of original, thought-provoking, heartfelt, and ridiculously hilarious entertainment he has gifted us for so many years.
So,
I'd like to
if I
tell
say
you a little bit
Eugene
more
Levy,
about
what's the first piece of entertainment that comes to your mind?
Oh, let me. Modern Schitt's Creek, but there wasn't there like Living Dangerously with John Candy.
Okay.
Was it Armed and Dangerously? I think it was Armed and Dangerously.
He was another movie I didn't see, but he was the dad in American Pie.
He was a dad in American Pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's been in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, he has.
Eugene, I love and think I know. Eugene is a gentleman in every sense of the word. Eugene takes his comedy very seriously. Eugene, oh, I'm nervous. He's obviously funny, but he is not afraid to laugh at himself. In fact, most of his self-effacing jokes are aimed at the fact that he thinks he's not funny at all, which is ridiculous. Oh, and speaking of funny, of all the men I have worked with in comedy,
I didn't know that, Doc.
Eugene
Yeah, I didn't know
shows
that either.
the funniest woman
Well, hopefully
to
he's
marry.
all right.
And she's the funniest woman in the room. She's not a professional actor, but she sure could be with that name, Miss Deb Devine. Very cool. Eugene is slow to anger, slow to judge, Some of his friends joke that he's just generally slow. No, I say he is patient, he is thoughtful, he is considerate. He carefully considers any new idea offered him when he's collaborating with others. And sometimes, once in a blue moon, you can shock him into laughing, but he's usually ways so many steps ahead of you. He's
like, I understand that as a Hollywood person, it's an honor to have your name on the Walk of Fame, but do the actors not know that all they need is just a pocketbook? I mean,
yeah, it's like a vanity thing, I guess, for them. Well, I'm sure there's some sort of gatekeeping. Like, I couldn't get one. I don't think. I mean, maybe I could.
Maybe you could.
I don't know.
Prominent citizens. On,
the songwriter and guitarist for Prominent Citizens, Michael Escunas. I mean, Julio Scissors here on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
an empathic director. He's a generous writer.
I wouldn't want to be inducted into it because Catherine O'Hara is no longer available to.
Yeah, I would be like, can Catherine O'Hara give a heart?
Helped you get the job in the first place.
Yeah.
He has jump-started and/or nurtured the careers of so many of his friends.
And we watched her eulogy for John Candy, and it was equally
in his cast
heartwarming and kind.
She's good at it. I mean,
great. Just out of school. He and Chris Guest then offered me some great roles to improvise in some really fun movies.
Yeah, I mean, Doc is.
Not only did Eugene
That's true. It's all fake and gay in the
share
end.
with me and his family 6
Doc's on a roll right now.
joy-filled years on a show that he created with his son Daniel. But I believe every opportunity I've been offered since then is a direct result of that show. And don't tell him I owe him big time. Oh, hello. It's true. I, for one, thank you, recognize from our very earliest days working together that Eugene is a great actor. Even in the silliest sketches, Eugene's characters were real, they were grounded, yeah, and more often than not, he held the scene together. And I'm just so happy that he is, oh no, let me say this, sorry. It is really impressive, especially considering the amazing head of hair on his head, both on top and in those eyebrows, that Eugene has always
I thought she was going somewhere else.
been capable of disappearing into his characters. But I'm so glad we are happily recognizing him today with his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Though I suspect that Eugene would be just as happy standing outside the limelight. Yes, Eugene is not your typical Hollywood star. Not at all. He's a very, very private man. He's tried to keep it that way anyway. He's not typical, he's very private. But Eugene, I'm sorry to say that your immense talent and unassuming lovability is just going to make us continue to want to know you more and more. We love you. I'm so proud of you. God bless you.
Boy.
That's a great speech. Damn it. He's passed now, so she's not giving out no speeches anymore.
At first, I thought I would miss her for her comedy, but since all we've watched is her eulogizing people, that's what I'm going to miss her for.
Yeah.
Or inducting people. So this is a video that will show
Catherine O'Hara, an Emmy Award-winning national treasure of comedy both in America and Canada, for her characters in Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show, A Mighty Wind, Beetlejuice, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, The Nightmare Before Christmas. She's done 5,000 things, and they're all great. And as if that wasn't enough, she voices Grandma Frump in an adaptation of The Addams Family, and she's garnered an Emmy nomination for her performance as eccentric ex-soap opera star Moira Rose in Schitt's Creek.
Greenery! We need greenery, flowers, boxwood trees, and then a citywide cleanup, and I will not take no for.
That was a funny show. I enjoyed it, but it went way too long. Like after a while, it was like the joke was like they're rich people that lost all their money and now they're in a hick town.
Okay.
So like it went on too long, but the first few seasons were funny.
Sounds like a reverse Beverly Hillbillies, like the other
kind of, yeah.
Or not, sir.
Growing up in Toronto, Canada, Catherine had her first brush with stardom when she became friends with Gilda Radner in the early 70s. She worked as her understudy when Gilda became a cast member of a Toronto chapter of the legendary improv theater troupe Second City. When Gilda eventually left for Saturday Night Live, Catherine took her spot in the troupe and ended up becoming a creator and writer of the sketch comedy show SCTV.
Which we have about 4 or 5 of those skits from SCTV that we're gonna end it with.
Like we talked about earlier, that's where I know her mostly from. I mean, I used to watch SCTV was on our public television channel where I grew up at around 11 o'clock at night. Every Sunday, they play Monty Python and SCTV back to back.
Okay.
And I always watched them.
For 8 years, Catherine starred alongside other comedy greats like John Candy, Rick Moranis, and Eugene Levy, a dear friend whom she still collaborates with to this day. Not long after SCTV ended in 1984, Catherine began a wildly successful film career, centric matriarch of the Dietz family in Beetlejuice.
If you don't let me gut out this house and make it my own, I will go insane and I will take you with me.
But there's a big generation of moviegoers whose first impression of Catherine was undoubtedly as Kevin's mom in Home Alone.
I am trying to get home to my 8-year-old son.
Oddly enough, the role was less comedic. She was more the heart of the movie. And she got to reunite with SCTV cast member John Candy. Not long after she came back for the sequel, Catherine reunited with Tim Burton, voicing 2 characters in The Nightmare Before Christmas. Having done voiceover already for years prior, she was perfect as the squeaky-voiced Shock, one of the Santa Claus kidnappers.
First, we're going to set some bait inside a nasty trap and wait.
As well as the romantic lead, Sally.
Jack, I know how you feel.
Other film roles came and went, but in 1996, Catherine made a triumphant return to her roots when she starred in Christopher Guest's improvisational mockumentary, Waiting for Guffman, as a travel agent and deluded
that's something I
actress
wanna
starring in an amateur musical.
She was in a lot of those Christopher Guest vehicles.
Alongside Second City alumni like Eugene Levy and Fred Willard, Catherine continued working with Christopher Guest, creating comedic characters that weren't just funny, but they felt like real people, like dog show enthusiast Cookie Fleck in Best in Show, and one half of Mitch and Mickey in A Mighty Wind.
For me, it was just watching you.
They're just Spinal Tap movies is what they are.
Okay.
It's like a lot of improv, and Christopher Guest is like the main person.
Catherine has continued to have such an eclectic career with more roles than we can mention in such a short time, but it's worth mentioning that she shines the most when given the opportunity to really get crazy and obnoxious. Like when she played Lisa's energetic boss in 6 Feet Under, or Funkhauser's crazy sister in the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode, Funkhauser's Crazy Sister.
Oh, they're coming. Oh, they're coming round your way. Watch out! They got a lot of kids.
She also worked with Tim Burton a third
That's a
time
good show,
providing
Curb Your
voices for
Enthusiasm.
Frankenweenie.
I did watch
With
some of
Catherine's
those.
rich history of colorful characters and her essential contribution to modern-day comedy, it's impossible to imagine a world without her. And to be honest, we don't want to.
Oh, good. Now I see bubbles. David, what does burning smell like?
Well, there you go. That's a nice little synopsis.
That was pretty fun. And then she was in the newest thing that she was in was The Studio, which is an Apple TV. It's about a guy that is he's rising up the ranks of a studio, and then he becomes the head of the studio when the guy dies. And Catherine O'Hara is playing sort of like the ex. She's playing basically the ex studio head or department head, and he brings her back to kind of clean everything up and to do damage control of some of the decisions that he makes.
Okay.
Her role is pretty funny. The show it did 6 episodes. There's parts of it is funny, and then there's other parts it's just like it's not that funny.
One thing I'll say about Catherine O'Hara is she's one of those people that if I see her in something, I'm always happy that she's in it. Like it's never a situation where I'm like, oh, it's her.
Yeah.
She's always good and charismatic.
Yeah, she's always been solid. Everything that she's in, she's solid.
So if we're going to watch some SCTV, one of the things that folks should take note of, and I'm sure you already know, is the amount of stars that came out of SCTV. It's Rick Moranis, Dave Thomas, Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara. This is Andrea Martin, who didn't make it quite as big as everybody else.
Yeah.
On Candy. I mean, they all came out of this little comedy troupe.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, Second City, I think Bill Murray came out of that. Belushi came out of that. Aykroyd came out of that. So this little group of comedians.
So this was basically the Canadian version of Second City.
I would say.
But you really went to either Second City or you went to SCTV.
Mm-hmm.
That was your choices. Or if you didn't go on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that's true. That was the two paths from Second City. Would be SCTV, the Canadians, I suppose, like you said, went there. And the Americans.
Saturday Night Live just kept on pulling everybody from Second City. Like 90% of their cast went through Second City.
Yeah, SCTV really is sort of like a low rent Saturday Night Live, sort of, without the hosts and the musical guests.
But it is crazy. Like the star power that came from SCTV is crazy. And it's well documented with us doing these live shows. Is I'm a Candy guy. I love John Candy.
Me now is a very good friend, and one of the two funniest women in the world, Miss Catherine O'Hara. All right, what have you been doing?
Well, I guess since the show ended, sitting around, sleeping in a lot. Because I hate getting up early, as you know. And
playing any squash or
what is this from?
Racket sports or anything?
That's true.
No sports. A little hockey.
A little hockey.
Played a little bit of hockey for the Heart
fame,
Fund last
getting
week.
recognized
Been recognized at all along the way?
Changing rooms.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
When people
get recognized a lot,
I know,
don't you?
When people recognize me on the street, they laugh. You know, they don't even say who I am or what I do. It's just,
I know. It's true. I guess because if you're a dramatic actor, or I notice when I see dramatic actors that I'm sort of in awe of.
You cry?
You stay far away from them. It's like, well, they don't want to be approached, you know. They're very special, but if you're, like Second City comedians are very approachable, and everybody thinks we're just silly, so no one's afraid to come up and do anything to it. You're funny, aren't you? Oh, sorry.
I'll be funny.
No, I had one guy at the ports where I hang out every weekend. No, I don't, but at the ports. Anyways, I was there one night, and this guy came up to me and said, "You're Catherine O'Hara, aren't you?" Yes, I am. You're a lot uglier than you are on TV.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Who says that?
thank you. I know you'll accept anything.
Oh,
If
no,
you're-
it was so weird. It was like
Well, that's one of those things. Is you're not gonna even if somebody is just butt ugly, you're not gonna verbally say it.
No.
You might think it, but you're not gonna be like, "Excuse me, you're fucking ugly as shit."
Right, and I don't think Catherine O'Hara is ugly
I don't think she is
at all. So that's
even
a
when she
crazy
was an
thing.
old lady. I thought she was pretty.
Yeah, she looks all right. Yeah, she looks good. Very pretty.
I
eye.
don't know. And I said, pardon? And he says, well, you're a lot uglier than you are on TV. And, well, what am I? Well, thank you very much. Okay. And he said, let's dance. And I said, no. Come on, I was only kidding. Let's dance. And I said, I don't want to dance. No, really, you're a lot uglier than you are on TV.
That's a bad pickup
I
line.
said, what do you think? Everybody
It is
says
a bad
something
pickup
nice
line.
to me, so you have to be different.
yeah.
And he said, no, it's
She
true.
marry him.
Come on.
Maybe it's just how we related
Yeah.
to women. Yeah.
So he's my boyfriend now.
Is he?
You can be there for a while. I did have a strange experience. You were saying squash. I know, getting into this subject, but my sister plays squash at the Old Mill Squash Club, I think, in Islington, in the West End, and she talked me into going one day. She's very healthy-minded, and I'm not, I guess, and she was trying to get me into taking care of my body. So she asked me to go play squash, and I thought, oh yeah, that'll be fun. So we went and played, and I almost died. It's the most
it's a
it's
very
the hardest
competitive
game.
sport.
Oh, I was really bad at it, but I'm sweating like a pig, and I came out of the game, and my sister's just all worked up and feeling great, and I'm sweating. And these two friends of hers that are at the squash club all the time came up to me and said, oh, they recognized Patsy, my sister. And they said, Patsy, that's your sister Catherine's in Second City. And she went, oh, yeah. And she sort of embarrassed and introduced us, and they'd been to the theater to every show that, you and I had both been in. And they were talking about all the scenes. It was really fun, they were nice, and I said, oh, thanks a lot. And so then my sister said, let's go take a shower. So I said, okay, well, nice meeting you. Goodbye, thank you. And we go off to the showers, and it was a communal shower, you belong to the women's club, but I don't, and I'm very embarrassed about those sort of things,
Well, I never saw you. I worked with you for 4 years and never, really, it's the truth, never saw her. I was like, Andrea, get ready for the scene. Just very shy. But that's okay.
No, it's true, I guess,
And
It's
so,
my
I'm sorry, I
Irish
interrupted
Catholic
the story.
upbringing,
Yeah.
Don't show your body to anyone. And so then, so we got to the showers, and it was communal shower, and my sister stripped down, and I'm like this, and she went off to the showers, and I started undressing, looking around. Nobody was in there. I waited till they all left the change room, because all the women are all around the area watching. So everybody was gone, so I started undressing, and I got to my underwear, and these two women who'd been talking about the show came in the room. And I was like taking off my top and I had my underwear on and I had a brassiere underneath. And I took off my top and I was in the middle of it and they started asking me about the show. And I had to do a strip tease while I told, well, we write the material, yes. Oh, yes. I guess we get our ideas from that. And they weren't fazed at all. It didn't bother them at all that I was, but I was freaked because I had to strip while I talked about my show, you know.
Yes.
And they had a daughter there who was pointing at my underwear and asking me, what's that?
You did a movie. You're doing a movie.
Yeah.
Double Negative.
That's right. Yeah, I did a film. I had a small part in a film that's George Bloomfield directing.
If you couldn't act, well, you could always act because you're really talented. But have you ever thought that you could do anything else or you wanted to do anything else?
Like dramatic acting?
No, I mean nothing to do with acting.
Oh.
A rock singer?
Would you like to
wanna
induct
be a
people into
singer.
the Walk of
All
Fame?
comedians want to be rock singers now. Yeah.
Eulogize.
This was on CBC, so this was Canadian television. So
yeah, maybe it may have been a series of specials about SCTV because that's
could be
was bigger in Canada than that show was in America.
She worked. So the host worked for SCTV too, correct?
Andrea Martin. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was always in the skits. Remember her?
No, I guess, that or a hairdresser.
Is that right?
guess,
Did you do your own hair today?
Yes.
Looks
sponge
very
curling.
pretty. So what do you use? What kind of stuff do you use
Sponge
for your hair?
curls and I sleep in
It's
them. They don't
really
even
nice.
hurt.
You're so feminine. I don't know. It's really nice. Anyway.
The interviewer was actually funnier in the interview than
she was pretty
O'Hara.
funny.
Yeah. See, this is right. This is like the sweet spot for me. The SCTV, like late 70s and early 80s. That's the kind of stuff with my age
Hello,
that has.
welcome to English for Beginners. I am your instructor, Lucille Hitzker, and today my guest is Perini Scleroso. Hello. Hello.
Perini Scleroso.
Come
Yeah,
in.
that's-
Come
On the right, that's the interviewer. The
Yeah.
interview.
in. Come in. Come in. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit.
Okay, so this is SCTV. Why is there an American flag in the background?
It's a
Do
good
they
question.
film it in the U.S.?
No, I always thought they filmed it in Toronto.
Yeah, I
I'm
thought
almost
so.
positive,
I thought so,
actually.
too.
I don't know. Maybe they just had one laying around.
Maybe.
Sit down. Now we will begin with a few simple phrases.
No biggie fusy frey.
No, you don't have to say that.
No voodoo essay there.
I am from out of town.
Am I from town?
I am from out of town.
Am from out.
She sounds like my
Wow.
DoorDash driver.
What was that?
Sounds like all my DoorDash drivers when I try to talk to them.
Would you like to have your tacos?
It was kind of like, hey, thanks for coming out. I know it's cold. Here's a little extra for you. Oh, yes. Thank much.
Can you
Thank
direct me to the hotel?
Kanu itaraha mi tunaloto.
Can you direct me to the hotel?
Kanu itaraha mi tunaloto.
You have to get used to the canned laughter.
Yeah.
That's definitely a 70s.
Direct me
Itaraha mi
to the hotel.
tunaloto.
Can you direct me to the hotel?
Kanu itaraha mi tunaloto.
Can you direct me to the hotel?
Kanu itaraha mi tunaloto.
Can you direct me to the hotel?
Kanu itaraha mi tunaloto.
Can you direct me to the hotel?
Kanu itaraha mi
Can you
tunaloto.
direct me to the hotel? Can you direct me to the hotel?
So she's picking up the accent now.
Yeah, and then she answers. That's the little punchline there. That was good.
Always gives me the boot. I don't like it. I don't like it. There we go.
One bit. Oh, Joe Flaherty is the other guy that is on SCTV.
Starring Hugh Beaumont, Barbara Billingsley, Tony Dow, and
Beaver.
Jerry Mathers as the Beaver.
My guy right there.
Gets a job down at the unemployment office today. He's been real depressed ever since he's been on welfare.
Well, don't pamper him, June. Beaver's just gonna have to learn to cope with real-life problems. Look at Wally. 4 divorces left him flat broke.
He was super. Okay, so Joe Flaherty was funny. But the one thing that always sticks in my head is, "You will not make this putt, you jackass," from Happy Gilmore.
My memories of Joe Flaherty, he did a character on SCTV called Count Floyd. And he was like, remember back in the day, there were like midnight movie hosts for horror movies?
Yeah.
And it was some guy would go, ooh.
Elvira or...
Yeah. Well, it's Svengoolie. And today. So he was Count Floyd. And when you would go see Rush, the band, they worked Count Floyd into the intros to one of their songs all the time.
Oh, really?
So the lights would go down, and then you get in on the giant screen, Count Floyd going, "Ooh, scary song, scary song."
Scary songs.
Yep.
Clean them right out.
I gotta try whiskey on my cereal.
But the Beaver's only 30, Ward. He doesn't know how to be a failure. Even you weren't a failure at that age. I wonder who that could be.
Hey, Wally.
Hi, Eddie.
Hey, Squirt.
Hi, Eddie.
I hear your old lady's having an affair with Fred Rutherford. Oh, hello, Mrs. Cleaver. I was just telling Wallace and Theodore that you're looking younger and younger as years go by.
Oh, thank you, Eddie.
Oh, I brought this over for Mr. Cleaver. He had a pretty bad case of the shakes last time I saw him. I hope he's feeling better.
Oh, I'm sure he is, Eddie. Thank you for asking. Come on and get your lunch, Beaver.
Okay, Mom.
Now, don't get discouraged today, Beaver.
Okay, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hello, Beaver. I haven't seen Larry Mondello lately. You two have a fight?
Gee, Dad, I keep telling you. Larry died 7 years ago. He gagged on an apple, remember?
Oh, I thought that was Lumpy Rutherford.
Oh, no, Lumpy died when he jumped in front of that train.
I get confused. For a while there, I even thought you were killed in Vietnam, Beaver.
Not me, Dad. Well, I gotta get going. We'll see you later, Mom.
Bye, Beaver.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, son.
Hey, Wally, I'm surprised I didn't trip over your old man on the front steps this morning.
Oh, come on, Eddie. Knock it off. Yeah, Eddie. Don't say nothing mean about my parents again.
Get a job, you creep. Hey, Wally, you got a minute? Can we talk?
Sure, Eddie.
Can we go in the garage?
Never mind, you guys. I'm leaving anyway. See you, Wally. Hi, Whitey.
Oh, hi, Beaver.
Boy, that Eddie Haskell, he really makes me mad.
Well, why don't you kill him?
I was just going to say, that looks like Harold Ramis.
Besides, it's against the law.
But, Beaver, no one would have to know that you did it.
I don't know, Whitey. I don't even have a gun.
Come on, Beaver. What are you, chicken?
So that's the story, Wally. I can't hide it anymore. I'm gay and I'm proud of it.
Gee, Eddie, you better stop coming around here anymore.
I'm just worried about the boys, Ward. How do I tell the Beaver that I'm running away to Tijuana with Fred Rutherford?
Just be honest with him, dear. That's all. When I was a young man, my mother was always straight with me. She used to say, Ward, you're boring. You're a very dull kid.
Mom? Dad?
Come on, Ward.
Boy, Beaver, you're gonna get it.
Oh, my.
Beaver, I'm afraid you're going to have to explain yourself.
Gee, Dad, I hated him. Besides, he was always calling you a bum.
Beaver, after all I told you about taking the law into your own hands, June, call the police.
Boy, Dad.
Wally, he's just going to have to learn his lesson. Maybe 35 years in the slammer will teach the Beaver something.
Boy, Wally, life stinks.
Yeah, but so do you, Beaver.
Yeah. Thanks, Wally.
This is. What's the game everyone's talking about? It's Mind Games, a great little game you can play anywhere with anyone.
Well, by the way, Cynthia, it's a good thing you didn't come with me the other night because all my friends are executive types. I think you would have been bored.
Oh, are you saying I'm not intelligent enough for your friends?
No, I'm saying you're just a different type, that's all.
A stupid type, is that what you mean?
Not stupid, just different.
Looks like Stan has Cynthia on the run, but it's Cynthia's turn now and she must take the lead or forfeit the game.
That's okay, Stan. I'll stick to my own friends anyway.
Okay.
Like Marilyn, your boss's wife. Before I forget, she told me to remind you of the big meeting on Wednesday.
What meeting?
Oh, I don't know. I guess they're letting some people go in the office, and she wanted you to be there.
What do you mean they're letting some people go in the office, dear? What are you trying to tell me, that I'm being
Nothing.
fired?
No, she just told me to tell you to be there. Just relax. It's okay.
Well, what do you mean relax? How can I relax, Cynthia? I mean, what do you do? Is this part of the game, or is this? I mean, I don't understand.
It really looks like I won.
Did you have me going there? Congratulations, Cynthia. But that thing about being fired, that was part of the game.
Could you imagine the game is just like, Julio, I think that you have cancer. You're going to die tomorrow. What?
Oh, it's a joke. It's just a joke.
Your turn, George.
Mind Games comes complete with timer, touchy subject cards, playing board, tranquilizers, and a selection of hard liquor.
Tranquilizer.
Well, Martha, it's our turn. Shall I tell them about our son?
No, George. You promised.
Promise, Martha. Shall I tell them about the little bugger, Martha?
Oh, right, George. This is it. Total war.
Total war, Martha. All right, Martha. Our son is dead. Our son died. We never had a son, Martha.
No, it's not. Hold me. It's so George. Hold me.
George, that's yours. 20 points on that.
It's okay.
All right, Martha. Don't overdo it.
Mind Games, the game that keeps people awake all night.
That's just pretty crazy.
What's the game?
Today, some lucky contestant will get a chance to win $25,000 in cash and hold the power of life and death over a real Hollywood celebrity here on Shoot at the Stars.
Maximize.
And here's the host of Shoot at the Stars, Jeff Edwards.
Thank you, everybody, and good morning. Well, I can go on chatting forever, but it's time to play our game. First, let's welcome three of the biggest celebrities in Hollywood. Here's a guy who always believed the one way to make it big in TV was to get on a hit show with a couple of sexy broads. Here's the much too popular John Rutter.
Hi, everybody.
Clearly supposed to be John Ritter.
Here's a gal who's been on TV so much she has horizontal lines permanently embedded on her chest. A J-Lo!
Hey, people,
Here's a singer who made it big starring in a Broadway musical 17 years ago, and he's still nursing it today, Robert Goulet.
If ever I should
What a bunch of zany Hollywood celebrities. Okay, now it's time to meet our contestant. She's a school teacher, an outspoken proponent of gay rights. Let's welcome Tom Gleason. Tom, welcome to the show.
Hi, J-Lo. Hey,
Okay, Tom, it says here that you're really
I have to
pushing
go
this
play
gay thing.
J-Lo.
To you.
This is Charo.
Oh,
Okay, I guess it's time to play the game. Tom, you know how we play? J-Lo! Not yet, Tom. I read a sentence ending with a blank. Now, you not only have to fill that blank, you have to match your answer with that of one of our
Charo's the one that did the Coochie Coo, right?
Yep.
Okay.
celebrities. Now, should you not get a
It's
match?
not like she said J-Lo, or he said J-Lo.
I think they, because it was instead of John Ritter, it was John Rudder.
Okay.
So instead of Charo, it's J-Lo. They just happened to
okay.
use J-Lo. 'cause
You
this is
win
before J-Lo.
$25,000 just for being on the show. But should you get a match, Tom, you win yourself an opportunity to shoot at the the Stars. Not yet, Tom. Don Lardo, why don't you tell our viewers at home what our contestants will be using today to shoot at the stars?
Well, Jeff, our contestant today will be using
This
the
is a gay
Parker
rights
Hale
activist,
1200.
that's what they
Bolt
said.
action with a muzzle velocity of 3,700 feet per second and a beautiful walnut grain stock. 5 shots in the clip and 1 in the breech for a total of 6 shots to shoot at the stars.
Okay, Tom, now which of our Hollywood celebrities are you going to choose? J-Lo. J-Lo. Okay, J-Lo and Tom, listen carefully. Delma Howard got so drunk on New Year's Eve that when midnight rolled around, instead of twirling his klaxon, he twirled his blank.
I haven't got the vaguest idea, Jeff.
Oh, come on, Tom, you can take a guess there. He didn't twirl his klaxon, he twirled his blank.
Wife.
He twirled his wife. J-Lo?
Sorry, Tom. He twirled his hoochie coochie.
He twirled his hoochie coochie. I'm sorry, Tom, that's not a match.
Nuts.
Okay, who's next, Tom?
John Rudder.
John Rudder, listen carefully. Dirty Lucy had quite a reputation with the fellas. Instead of kissing them goodnight, she would blank them all night.
Discuss world politics with them.
Discuss world politics with them. John?
Discuss world politics with us?
Discuss world politics with them. We have a match. Congratulations, Tom. You've just won $25,000 and an opportunity to shoot at the stars. So, Tom, you just get yourself around to the other side of our shooting gallery. I will hand you your Parker Hale 1200. And now you get to shoot at the stars, Tom, and go! Oh, J-Lo bit the dust! John Rudder's gone!
I should leave.
Robert Goulet, finally you did it, Tom! Get back over here! You've killed all 3 Hollywood celebrities! Congratulations, Tom! You've won $25,000. You've killed all 3 Hollywood celebrities. Thanks for being on the show!
She kills 3 Hollywood celebrities, got 1 question right. Stupid. All right, so I got one last one. We'll watch this one.
Oh, I love this skit.
Hi, I'm Alex Trebell. Welcome to High Q, the game of academic achievement. Competing today are students from Parkdale High, Margaret Meehan, Peter Townsend, and James Bridgman, and students from St. Anthony's Collegiate, Leonard Mandel, Kathy O'Hara, and Bruce Moffat. Now, each school will have a chance to answer several skill testing questions.
Catherine
and at the
O'Hara
end of the
wrote
game, the school totaling the most points will win the game, and also a $250 scholarship to the university of their choice. Now, let's start the game. The first question worth 20 points, and the subject is authors. Margaret Meehan, Parkdale.
Henry Miller.
I'm sorry, Margaret. Let me please finish the question first, all right? What famous...
Supposed to be Alex Trebek.
Victor Hugo.
No, I'm
From
sorry,
Jeopardy?
Margaret. If you just let me finish the question first, see how it works. Okay, what famous humorist... Margaret Meehan, Parkdale.
Jerry Lewis.
Margaret, I'll have to ask you to please let me finish the question before answering, because that answer was extremely wrong. The question is, I want the name of the famous humorist and author who wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry St. Anthony's, Leonard Mandel.
Finn.
Excuse me?
Finn. Huckleberry Finn.
You see, Leonard, the problem is that's also part of the question. I hadn't finished the question. If you would please let me finish the question. The question is, what is the name of the famous humorist and author who wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Peter Townsend, Parkdale?
Truman Capote.
Truman Capote. No, please let me... And would the audience please refrain from commenting during the program? It's very, very distracting. Please. Not Truman Capote. The question. I want the name of the famous author and humorist who wrote The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and went by the name of Mark Twain. Mark Twain, very, very famous author. No one has an answer. Kathy Mifsud, St. Anthony's.
Samuel L. Clark.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you take it, Parkdale? James Bridgman.
No, I don't know. Sorry.
Well, the answer was Samuel L. Clemens.
That's what I said.
No, Kathy, you said Samuel L. Clark. The answer, Clemens.
Well, that's what I meant.
Well, you didn't say that! You have to say the answers to get points. We're not mind readers. No points on that. Next question. The topic, music. Margaret Meehan, Parkdale.
The Beatles.
Margaret, I will have to ask you to keep your grubby fingers off the buzzer until I finish asking the question, all right? Please, now, name the following piece of music. Margaret Meehan, Parkdale.
Love to love you, baby.
Did I not just say don't buzz until I finish asking the question? Didn't I just say that?
I thought you were finished.
Well, I'm not. I'm not finished. You haven't even heard the music yet. Now, identify the following piece of music.
Sometimes when we touch.
James Bridgman, Parkdale.
I'm sorry. No, never mind. I'm sorry.
Way to go, Bridgman! All right, look, I'm serious. Please refrain from commenting during the program. You have no idea how disrupting it is. Okay, can you take it St. Anthony's? Peter Townsend.
Sometimes when we touch.
Peter, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you go to St. Anthony's?
No.
Well, it was St. Anthony's turn. You have now just given away the answer. It serves you right. Way to go, Townsend! All right, look, shut up or get out. I will clear the studio if you pinheads don't keep quiet. Kathy Mifsud, St. Anthony's.
The honesty's too much.
Sorry, Kathy, don't, no, you could have missed that. They just gave you the answer. He just said the answer. I don't know if you heard him or not. The answer is sometimes when we touch.
That's what I said.
No, you did not.
She did. What are you, deaf or something?
You did not give the correct answer.
Yes, I did.
She did not. That was not the correct. All right, that's it. Show's over. Get out. Everybody out. No winners. No winners. Certainly no scholarships. That's it. No points. Clear the studio. I want you out. Come on. Oh, you want to come up here? Come on. I'll take you on. Because you're...
So yeah, it's the last couple of years have been pretty sad because a lot of people that I do like their work are passing. Yeah. And it's getting difficult because the new batch of actors and comedians are, there's some that are good, but a lot of them are just not good.
Yeah, some of these older folks are irreplaceable, but we're old, so maybe that's just our perspective. I will say that's part of getting older is that you see people that are sort of your age starting to die, and you're like, Jesus Christ, the hell?
Yeah,
they're coming for me.
Yeah, it's hard not to get depressed about it, but sometimes you do, because it's like, I remember watching, her on SCTV. I remember watching Home Alone for the first time. I think I saw Home Alone in the theaters. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's getting the last few years where it's getting difficult seeing a lot of people pass away that you love their movies or you love their music and stuff like that. So
well, she will be missed. She clearly seemed to be a very nice person, the way she spoke about others, and she was very funny.
She was funny. So, but yeah, that's it. That's the show. I wanted to get our hearts racing with Don Lemon and then have a little tribute for a fallen actress.
How was your birthday, Derek? You just recently celebrated your 49th birthday. Did you have the steaks you were saying you were going to have?
I did have steaks on my birthday. Yeah, nice. I ordered them and we ate them and it was awesome.
Well, happy belated birthday, Derek.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So it was fun. I got a bunch of stuff done because I only worked a half day because I got to work tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So Wednesday I had to work a half day. So I got a bunch of stuff done and then went and got my steaks and just pigged out.
Awesome. Yeah, I took today off. I just felt like it. I don't know. We get like a quote wellness day, which is
you took a wellness day.
All that means is we're going to give everybody an extra 8 hour. So you can take Juneteenth off.
Oh, geez.
And not bitch to HR that you don't get it off normally. So I took it was January 18th for me today. I just, yesterday in the middle of the day, I'm like, I just want a 3-day weekend. Fuck this.
It was January 18th.
Well, I took a day today and had a nice relaxing day playing one of the Yakuza games, which are great, and chilling, taking a nap. It was good.
Nice. So, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, it was fun. Quick little 2-hour stream. Bang. Let's get it done. You know.
I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, but yeah, are you available Sunday? Are we getting together Sunday?
Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, sure.
Okay,
sounds good to me.
Oh, and a little program note that we had talked about, but we didn't make it public, is our Tuesday show is going to be officially a music-heavy show.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think of different ideas that we could do to kind of change it up just a little bit, but continue to talk about what we talk about. It's music and movies and television and comedy, and with a little bit of like not a whole lot of politics, but a little bit of politics in there.
Yep.
A little bit of wrestling in there, some stuff that we grew up on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I basically went into YouTube and was like, okay, what's the best way we could do is streamlining. And AI for YouTube basically says, you guys are doing good with the movies and the music, just keep doing it. So it's like, okay, so we're going to do, Tuesday is going to be pretty much mostly music, and we're going to have the Corey stuff. We're going to have Musician of the Week on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So that's going to go there. And then Sunday is going to be kind of the regular show.
I may not know a lot about anything, but I can give you an opinion on everything. So I'm good for whatever gets dialed up.
But you love the music, so you're gonna live on Tuesday. It's gonna be your show.
My bailiwick is, generally speaking, what I know the most about is music, sports, video gaming. I know a lot about that.
I wanted to do sports, but the AI is like, your views on sports aren't good. So I'm like, oh, dang it.
Okay. Just sharing what I think I can speak on with some sort of authority. But music would definitely be one of those.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
That's good to me.
So yeah, it's going to be mostly music heavy. Sometimes something will get slipped through or whatever, but for the most part, it's going to be a music show.
Sounds good.
And then Sunday's going to be our normal show, so just watch out for that. Mm-hmm. And then I've got some editing to do. I'll probably do it tomorrow because I need to clip out our live stream from Sunday. And yeah, that's about it. And then YouTube is probably going to hate us watching all of these SCTV stuff, so you guys can watch the full episodes on Twitch, on Rumble, on BitChute. Those are the three ones that are going to have the full show.
Okay.
YouTube is going to hate us with a passion, which is so stupid when you're watching videos that are on YouTube.
It does seem silly to me.
It does. Yeah, it is kind of silly. So, but thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you guys Sunday.
All right. See you there. See everybody.
Later.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many